Hi YouTube family, it is Wednesday hump day and today I have a delicious recipe to share with you all. Hope everyone had a wonderful day today. I have here some lentils and I have in here some yellow and green split peas. I'm going to soak them for a few hours. And with the split peas, I'm going to be making a kitchri today to go with some stewed chicken and lentils. So once I finish soaking these for a few hours, I'm going to show you how I prepare the stewed chicken and lentils and my kitchri with yellow and green split peas. So now that I soak the lentils and the split peas for about 4 hours, they have doubled in size. I'm going to boil them now. And we will prepare our two dishes right after I finish boiling them. With half a teaspoon of salt, I'm going to cook the split peas with a nice texture. And I'll do the same for the lentils. I just added a half a teaspoon of salt. And I'm going to cook this with a texture, not until it is soft and mushy. I have all the fresh ingredients here for the kitchri. I'm using one broadleaf thyme. Look how green and really rich in color this thyme is. I'm going to use some fine thyme. It's a must. And back home we will use cardamom powder. But I have some basil in my garden, so I'm going to use some fresh basil. A nice mild hot pepper from my garden. Some green onions, some okra. I pulled this carrot from my garden. I'm going to use that. An onion. I have my coconut milk freshly squeezed here. I'm going to chop these up and we'll be right back to put the kitchri together. I have all my ingredients ready for the kitchri. Nicely prepped. My rice and everything. We're going to put this baby together. So first of all, I add the onion to the pot. And I saute it for a minute. I'm going to go in with my rice. I already washed the rice. So I'm going to add the rice to the pot. I like to fry up the rice a little when I'm making this dish. It adds a little bit more flavor to the dish. So we're going to nicely mix the onions. And we're going to go in with our thyme. And I love making this dish because you can add everything at once. Add your liquid. You just don't have to sit there and watch it all the time. So I'm going to try to take out as much stem as I can, but I'll still leave some of the stems for additional flavor. Let's mix in the thyme. And now that it starts catching on the bottom of the pot, I'm going to go in with the rest of the ingredients. So, going in with the broadleaf thyme, the basil, the green onion, and I'm going to leave the pepper for last because I don't want it to get lost in the dish. We're going to mix this in, and I'll leave all the ingredients and measurements in the description box below. We have to add salt in here. And you can add salt at this point and then taste later down and add more if needed. I'm going to go in with the black pepper. Leave in a comment and let me know when was the last time you had some nice kitchri in your kitchen and what you like to have kitchri with. We're going to give it a nice mix. Wow, it already smells beautiful. And look at the fresh ingredients in here. I'm going to go in with my coconut milk. And coconut milk is very important in this dish. If you don't add it, the flavor will not be the same. I'm gonna mix this in. And today when I pre-cooked my split peas, it get a little bit on the softer side, so I wouldn't add it right now. I'm gonna add it later when the rice is halfway cooked. While my kitchri is cooking up, I'm preparing some ingredients for my stewed chicken and lentils. I have some grated ginger. Today I'm gonna use wirrie pepper for flavor. I have some grated garlic, onion, green onion. I'm gonna add some basil, freshly picked from the garden, fine thyme, and cilantro. I will leave all the ingredients and measurement in the description box below. Fresh ingredients give you the best result. So we're gonna check on our rice and see how it's doing. Let's see here. It's actually looking good, so I'm gonna go in with my split peas. And when I'm making kitchri, I like to have a lot of split peas in the kitchri. I'm gonna add my okra at this point because we have to cook our okra. These are frozen ones. And I like to go in with a little bit of turmeric in the kitchri because I like when my kitchri have a nice yellowish color. So I'm gonna go in about a teaspoon of turmeric, and that will give it a nice color and plus a really good flavor as well. So let's mix this in. See that color start develop already, and you'll get a beautiful finish. I'm gonna cover this down and let it cook on medium to low heat until it's done. So my kitchri is coming up nicely. The color is beautiful already. So what I'm gonna do here now,
it smells really good.
I'm gonna go in with my carrots at this point. The carrots and the okra is optional, but I just like to add a little bit of veggie in mine. There is many different ways of making kitchri, and this is one way that I do mine. I change it up all the time, and I add different things to mine every time I make it. So the carrots give a little bit of extra sweetness to the dish and a beautiful color, and that's why I like to add it. And I like to have a piece of okra in mine. It needs a little bit more cooking time. I'm gonna cover it and let it continue to cook, and we'll come back soon and check it out. So my kitchri is done. The rice grains are cooked. I'm gonna turn my stove off, and you can see those okra in there still holding up, carrots and everything. And I'm now gonna add my pepper on top just to steam cook in here.
It looks so good.
I know. This is gonna taste so nice as well. And I have to be careful since they have the same color almost like the carrots, so I don't bite into a big chunk not knowing what I'm doing. So I'm gonna set this aside. I like to take it down with some moisture because when kitchri get cold, it tends to get very dry, and I want to take it out with a little bit of moisture so I don't run into that dry process. I'm gonna start cooking my stew, chicken and lentils now, and before you know it, we'll serve up dinner.
Yay.
So I just washed my chicken. I have half of a chicken here. I'm gonna add a little bit of grind or blended seasoning, about 2 tablespoons, just to add some extra flavor. We're gonna go in with about a teaspoon of salt and some freshly cracked black pepper. We're gonna give this a mix, and we're gonna head on to the stove now. So I just added my chicken to the pan with a little bit of oil. I'm gonna mix it in. It smells good already with that green seasoning, and my green seasoning contain of some green onions, garlic, pepper, fine thyme, broadleaf thyme, oregano, a little bit of basil I have in there. So it's really, really flavorful. And it's so fragrant in my kitchen. So I'm gonna cover this chicken and I'll cook it until the natural water is completely evaporated. And then we will start adding more ingredients to this pot. So let's check on our chicken. And I can tell that the water, yes, is burned out or evaporated. And now we're gonna start adding flavor to the pan. So I'm gonna go in with my grated garlic, grated ginger. We're gonna mix this in. We're gonna go in with our onions. Basil and green onions. Broadleaf thyme. Pepper. And I'm gonna add a little bit of the cilantro, just the stem part of it. And I'm gonna go in with my fine thyme. I wanna remove as much stem as I can for this one. And these ingredients will add beautiful flavor to our stewed chicken and lentils. I'm gonna add my salt at this point. We're gonna go in with our black pepper. I'm adding all my flavor. And this smells so nice. The aroma in my kitchen is really, really mouth-watering and inviting. I'm gonna go in with some all-purpose seasoning. We're gonna give this a mix. Yummy, yummy. We want the onions and the seasoning to fry up a little. Now I'm gonna go in with my Chinese sauce, and today I'm using the Chief Chinese sauce. It have a really nice flavor for stews, fried rice, chow mein, lau mein, and those dishes. I'm gonna go in with about 2 tablespoons. And we will mix that goodness in. It also adds a nice flavor to the dish. And I'm gonna add my lentils. This smells so good right now. The color is beautiful. So I'm gonna fish out the lentils from the water it was cooking in. And we're gonna mix that in. When I visit my Trinidadian friend, she made lentils and stewed chicken for us for dinner. And it was so delicious. I couldn't resist making this today. So she inspired me to make this dish. My friend stewed chicken and lentils was really, really delicious. So we want to mix this up really well so all that ingredients can go in well. And this can be eaten just as it is. You can have it with a slice of bread, a piece of roti, naan, or anything that you wish, some plain white rice or basmati rice. But today I'm going to serve it up with my delicious kitchri that I just made. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water so we can completely cook the chicken and make sure that it's nice and soft and tender. I'm adding here some of the split peas water that I boiled the split peas in earlier, and that's gonna add extra flavor for us. So I'm gonna cover this down, let it cook on medium to low heat so it can cook slowly and develop all the rich flavor in this dish. And before you know it, it's gonna be ready. My stew, chicken and lentils is done. I'm just gonna plate up and let you all know how this tastes. So here is my delicious stewed chicken and lentils. Look how beautiful this is. Very rich and very nutritious. I have here to go with it my beautiful looking Kitchri here today with some nice hot pepper on top. Before we do the taste test, I have a birthday shout out for no other but Chris Sukpal. He is one of my loyal subscriber and viewer, and we would like to shout him out on behalf of me, on behalf of the entire YouTube family and my family. We would like to wish Chris Sukpal a happy birthday today, with many more birthdays to come, with God richest blessings always. So let me plate up and reveal the taste. So Natalie's gonna do our Kitchri and stew chicken and lentils taste test. So Natalie, dig in and let us know how everything tastes.
Should I dig in with the rice?
Anything you want to go in for first?
Yeah, go in with the rice.
With the rice?
That is really good. I can taste a little bit of the pepper. Yeah, and I got a little of the carrot, and that's really good.
Yeah.
And the rice is so moist and so soft.
Nice. You like it?
Yes.
And I gave you a piece of okra because I know you love okra. Okay. Taste
I'm
the
gonna
stew.
taste.
Yeah. Taste the stew and let us know. Oh, chicken is nice and soft.
That seasoning that you put on it, it's really good.
Yeah?
It's like bursting out in the chicken. And I love this, what's it called again?
The lentils?
Yeah, the lentils. It's making it have a nice flavor.
Okay, so overall you enjoy?
Yes, it's really good.
Okay.
So you guys should make sure to make this recipe.
Yeah, give it a try, right?
Give it a try.
It's a very beautiful combination. So if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing.
Make sure to ring that bell so you can get our latest videos. Bye for now.
Bye.